Hello, my amazing Librans. Welcome into a general weekly reading for you. I hope all is well in your world. A few different things before we jump into the cards and see what the week has in store for us. I do want to apologize for being a bit late getting yours out there, but everything happens for a reason when it's meant to. And your week speaks upon that, I feel like, in several different ways. And I'm feeling like the week as well has evidence to supply to you. Weird wording. This week gives you evidence of the fact that things are falling into place more than it feels at times, or just in general. But as well, do remember to show your love and support, of course. Like the video, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. As well, book a personal reading with myself. Don't forget, everything is down below in the description box. You just have to shoot me a quick email. And I do want to, on a side note, last and final note before we get into the cards and messages, I want to thank whoever has been donating to the channel, to this business. I know at least one of the beautiful souls was at LIBRA, okay? But yeah, thank you so much. It's very much appreciated. Let's pull an overall energy right from the middle. The Page of Swords. I'm hearing it's a week of information. It's a week of intuitive hits left and right. I do feel like being drawn to this reading, it's a time period where you're going to feel like your intuition is skyrocketing. It's through the roof. It's on fire. And so feel things out and trust that, okay? You may be reminded of certain past levels of information you gained in one, if not multiple ways. And that definitely could be psychic-wise. It could be, intuitive-wise. It's a time where you're meant to be dreaming, literally and otherwise, all right? Believe in the possibilities as things transform for you. Don't be surprised when insects and animals and nature otherwise ends up being a huge, even consistent way for spirit to be communicating to you. When you see something that is off-putting, please don't hang on to that image, right? Don't look at it longer than you have to. Does that make sense? Because it feels like there's going to be certain disturbing moments, maybe things that carry bad energy. I do want to say as well, it's a week where you're going to be feeling a little bit judgmental, all right? This might be in regards to, occurrences, what you're witnessing, maybe one if not multiple people. Okay, for somehow, say for example, a job situation is run. It's a week that reminds you, as I'm being drawn to the word light in the name of this deck, you're a light in this world, okay? This week shines the light down upon you in certain ways, in different scenarios, situations, because the world is meant to see you as the light that you're becoming more so throughout this week and surrounding it. But I feel like as well, it's a week that reminds you that you're a light, okay? Does that make sense? It's not just other people's awareness and development in that sense, being benefited from your light being shown. But I feel like you need to remember that you are a light, okay? Who deals with a lot is what I'm hearing. The Moon card. I feel like for a lot of which onto the reading, it's quite an overly serious kind of week for you. Or as I can't speak, little struggles will not get the best of you, but you're going to definitely be annoyed by them, at least a little bit. But I also feel like there's a focus on what's been weighing you down and how do we better things moving forward in that sense, lighten things up a bit. Sorry about that, as I had to stop due to people walking by, but I feel like your connection to the moon is taking a highlight throughout the week, your connection to Mother Nature herself. As I'm being given the feeling and the vision of wind flowing by in what feels like, for the most part, a peaceful manner, Spirit's saying the winds of change, Libra, the winds of change within and outside of you. Things are feeling different, like in Aquarius's reading, but more so mentioned in Leo's and Taurus's reading. Your world is shifting and changing at this time, and more so in the upcoming weeks in your favor. The things that you can't explain, I feel like they're going to feel more easily understood and explained past this week, so don't force it, okay? What you're meant to understand will be understood at the right timing. Again, it's a week where everything is happening exactly as it's meant to for you in the right timing. You're going to be reminded for a lot, if not informed for the first time, for this time period, that luck is truly on your side at this time. It's meant to be a lucky period for you, where in small ways things just work out, and when you take a step back or you are pushed to adjust your perspective, in the larger picture sense, things are falling into place and working out for you more so, okay? It's a week for you where colors will speak to you. Your comfort is important. When you're not feeling comfortable, Libra, do something about it. Don't sit in discomfort, okay? Your name is meant to be spread, okay? And I feel like there's at least a little bit of negativity intertwined in some of which. But for the most part, you're going to feel the love expressed to you throughout the week. You're going to feel like people are speaking about you. You're going to feel as if your disconnect from certain people, places, situations, occurrences, it feels bigger than it actually is. Other things will feel bigger than they actually are. So taking a step back will help you with that. But again, the disconnect in certain ways throughout the week speaks upon what you're going through on an internal level, all right? There's also a focus on one, if not multiple aspects of your life that feels very stop and go is what I'm getting. Or it could be more of an increase, decrease kind of situation or back and forth. Trust, my friend, okay? Everything's transpiring for you as it's meant to. There's new passion to be acquired, to be won with throughout the week at certain points, and you're not going to fully understand why or how that's coming to be. It's like a week where you do have so many question marks in your Libran mind rolling around. You're wondering a lot, right? The wonderment can be a beautiful thing, but don't take it too far to the point of frustration or extra confusion. Allow for yourself to recognize the details of importance throughout the week and discard the rest, okay? You're going to need to organize yourself a bit more, I feel. At least, I want to say about halfway or a little bit further, through the week. Because organization is going to not only keep you fresh mentally, but it's going to give you a feeling of comfort and clarity when you don't have it in other ways. Does that make sense? I also feel like there's an importance of you making your bed in the morning, okay, or just in general. I feel like at least somebody drawn to the reading has stopped doing so, or just doesn't in general. This will transform the energy right from the beginning of that day or just that period when you make it, okay? There's science behind that. But let's keep pulling. The World card and the Fool card, there's a way about how you flow and fall back throughout the week in a very unforcing kind of way. And this is speaking upon more than you realize in the moment, how your world is changing. When you feel like you're elevating at a certain point, you feel like somebody, it might be while you're sleeping, just know that this is part of your spiritual increase, development, and soul growth at this time. You're going to want more than you have throughout the week, and Spirit saying, okay, buckle up, but at the same time, take a deep breath because it's all going to come in when it's meant to once again. Like Taurus, there's a focus on you speaking things into existence, so tread carefully with that. You're going to feel a little bit moody here and there throughout the week, or just maybe a lot moody here and there throughout the week. I feel like spirits are affecting you for the better and or for the worse. But you're also, again, for a lot of which, holding on to other people's energy, and you do and are still, I feel like, going through a lot behind closed doors. Give yourself the credit you deserve when you don't feel it's being given to you in the right form or in general. A quick pat on the back can do you a lot of justice. A wrongdoing, Libra, from the past is going to take a highlight. Somebody, it could even been a spirit or two, where you were done wrong, done dirty is what I'm getting. There is justice to be acquired in a small sense or in a couple small ways throughout the week, and there's a hell of a lot more of that moving forward. I feel like there's justice to be experienced as well in a small way outside of you. It just feels like you're going to want more balance throughout the week than you feel is existing in your world. But it's not a time to force it, right? It's a time for you to gradually feel as the week trickles on more energy or just more liveliness coming back to be. I feel like even past the actual dates of the Mercury retrograde period, you have been affected by the shadow period, okay? But it has benefited you more than you can even put your fingers on, okay? Weird wording, but you get the point. You're going to feel very well thought out throughout the week, and then at other points, you just do something without thinking, and Spirit saying, we're helping you just get that accomplished, okay? It might even be a moment where you are, without even realizing it or partially realizing, trusting your intuition so strongly, and Spirit saying, well fucking done, okay? Excuse my language. You might feel the need to express yourself in a bit of a feisty manner at certain points. Trust your intuition, feel it out, and hold back if it's not the time or place or the way to do so. Who you should not be trusting is going to feel, they're showing me people of toxicity, not to be trusted once again, being highlighted, like a glow around them. It's not like, the light that you give off as a beautiful soul, but it's Spirit saying, this person, remember not to trust them. This person, you need to see the truth in who they are, what they could do negatively for your situation behind a closed door or two. You're going to know more by the end of the week, and this will give you a sense of control and power that is going to feel different than once upon a time, okay? I want you to view your life more as a fairy tale is what I'm getting. I'm not saying throw the reality of things, the realistic view on things fully out the window, but it's like your imagination needs to be utilized more. I feel like maybe your inner child needs to come out to play more. There needs to be more fun in your life, but it feels more doable, more so part of your Libran path past this week, okay? Where you haven't been enjoying yourself, there needs to be reconsideration, readjusting, maybe adaptation applied. There needs to be maybe removal, okay? A habit or two of yours that is very negative, that is hindering you, maybe weighing you down, stressing you out even. We're going to highlight that as something that needs to be worked on, right? If you need to remove it completely for it to be the best method for you, then absolutely do so, even if that didn't work in the past. But if it needs to be a more progressive sort of eliminating and dissipating from your world, your life, your presence, then again, do what you got to do, okay? But getting ready to wrap up this powerful, again, overly serious sort of reading for you, it's going to feel like you are very protected throughout the week. It's going to feel like there are spirits doing things for you at a distance. That's because they are, okay? You're very backed up. You're very protected once again and supported. You're going to gain information that you're meant to apply at a later date. Once again, going back to the Page of Swords. Was that this attempt? Yes. And I feel like your mind is going to feel on fire at certain points, but in different ways, and maybe a recognizable similar way from the past. Just flow with it, my friend. Flow with it, okay? I feel like your spirituality is affecting things left and right, as in certain angelic and other heavy ways, you're changing, okay? What do you want to change in your world? Speak it into existence. What do you want to see improve and increase for you? Speak it into existence, Libra. I'm not saying don't work towards it otherwise. I'm not saying don't imagine it once again, into existence, but there's a power about how you can speak your world into more positive development, increase, and transformation all the meanwhile. As your world changes, Libra, you're changing, and this is a beautiful, beautiful time where things are shifting in your favor, okay? So if this was truly helpful, I'm sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy your week, Libra, and we'll talk again soon.